Alright, so hello and welcome to this video, and in this video we're looking at how to get users input data and display it on the screen, and we'll be also learning how to make a basic calculator and using the knowledge we have, that is the knowledge of integer variables. If you have not seen my earlier videos, I would recommend that you go back and take a look at those. So let's start right here. Okay, so now the first thing I'll be doing is explaining you how to get user input data and print it on the screen. So when you start a new project, a new file, you get all these already written in Dev C++. Thanks to Dev C++ for that. So let's start. Let's declare a variable first of all. Let's call it n value. Okay. Now we want to see out that display on the screen that please enter a value. Alright, we want to end this line here. We're going to continue, so we're not using it again. We can use it again, but to keep things simple, let's alright, is it good now? And we want to cin, it's cin to n value, and then again we want to see out you entered. Okay, so let's compile and run it. It says please enter value. Let's say 9, and it says you entered 9. Okay, now I'll be explaining you how this works. Alright, so the basic thing, this is the same code right in there, and so how this works. Now the first thing, these functions, you know what these are. We will not be looking at those stuff right now, this one. Alright, we'll not be looking at, we'll be only looking at these things right here. Okay, these yellow marked things. Alright, so what it does, it's first of all we initialize a value called n value. Okay, it's an integer, and right now what information C has is it's just an integer. Okay, it's just an integer, and it has the C does not have any value related to it. So it's just a value. It's null and it's integer. That's all C has. Now the next thing we display on the screen, please enter a value. We display on the screen please enter a value. That's pretty much I explained in the later videos, previous videos. Now comes the cin operator with these. Okay, so this displays this symbol displays on the screen, and this symbol takes the value and puts it to the variable written after it. Okay, so right now we have please enter a value, and then we enter value, and that value is sent to the n value. Okay, the n value, that value is sent to this variable. Now this variable holds the value of, let's say the user entered 2. Now this variable holds the value of 2, and when when the C++ compiler compiles it, it echoes out or prints out the value 2. Hope you understood what it does. Now the very simple thing is only to understand that these operators are to be used, and whatever variable you write after it, the value whatever user enters is sent to it. Yes, is into 2. Now n value holds 2. Okay, it's pretty simple thing. Didn't need much of explanation. Just only thing to remember is these operators. Alright, so using this, now we will try to create a calculator. So let's get started. Okay, go to File, New Project. I'm gonna call it Basic calculator. Okay, C++ language, basic calculator, make default language. Okay, console application, hit OK. Yeah, of course. Now I'm gonna go to C programs. I'm gonna create a new one. I'm calling it basic calculator. We'll be creating a very basic calculator that could add, subtract, and stuff, but we can add further functionality once we know further things. Okay, so here we have everything ready, and we're gonna code out everything right in here. So the first thing we have to do is we have to initialize two variables. The first will be of value 1, and the second will be of value 2. Now, yes, I did initialize two variables in a single line separated by commas, and this will work. So I have initialized two values. Now we want the display on the screen we want the user to enter the first value. So we will enter the first value argument first. Oh my god, I keep messing with this keyboard. First value. Okay, and then we give it a space and let's create a new line. This one /n means a new line, and then we're gonna see init. Remember, see init, send it to value 1. Alright, now whatever value the user enters on the screen, now value 1 holds that value entered. So we will write the same thing for value 2. Okay, so here we have it. Enter the second value, and this will be cend to value 2. Alright, now value 2 has some value and value 1 has some value, and now we're gonna display on the screen. We're making an addition calculator to let's see, you can separate these, of course. These you can write anything between these, just only thing to remember that the first one will be like this and the last one will be like something like this. So the sum of, let's say the sum of, and I'll give it a space, and let's say value 1, and then I'll write in here, and just to keep things pretty, you can write them all in one, but to keep things pretty simple and pretty understandable, I'm doing this. And let's see value 2. Right, let's give it a space around this. Value 2, then is, right, is, then we put in our final operator, value 1 plus value 2. Okay, so that's pretty simple. You must have understood it, what it does till now. So when we run it, it says enter the first value. This is the first value, 5. Enter the second value, 5. The sum of 5 and 5 is 10. So that's a calculator. Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's say the sum of value 1 holds some value. Let's do it again. Let's send the first value 2 and the first value 5, and we have 5 and 7. Okay, so let's see if I have time actually explaining it in a more detailed way. And so I don't think I have much time remaining, so I'll be explaining this code in a more deeper way in the next video. So yes, keep watching. I'll be just coming back in the next video.